Looks like Neoclis was right. There is no rock here. Hey! Stop right there! Get back here! Oh, Malaka!
What's the Di Castis doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neoclis' rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental biologist, not a thief. Neoclis has no claim to a natural power source like this.
That rock must be worth a lot if you're trying to steal it.
You're the Di Castis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neoclis' device, and we'll fix the flowers.
This isn't Neoclis' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers. When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neoclis needs to stop meddling.
Melita! You've always been obtuse about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When will you accept your hypothesis has failed?
Failed is inaccurate terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you!
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Di Castis, it should be your decision.
All right, give me the rock. I'll end this once and for all.
Are you mad? You've completely annihilated our chances at future sustainability!
Trust in Yea. Nature will heal itself if you allow it.
Thank you, Di Castis. This is the right direction to go in. We might not see improvements right away, but the gardens will heal themselves.
Melita said it would take time for the gardens to heal, but those flowers don't look good. I wonder what she'd make of this.
staff has no choice but to face both immediate and future consequences for lifetimes. That takes responsibility.
I hear you, Olivia. You may think I'm crazy, but at least I'm accountable.
Now that I have the Isu device forged, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak into his private chambers.
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device theoretically could add a third helix to my DNA.
I've seen what these Isu devices can do. It's not pretty.
The science is sound. And I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising. In previous cycles, of course, before Poseidon outlawed experimentation.
Last I checked, he seemed pretty power-hungry. I don't think he wants to share his throne.
Behind every great man is a great woman. I can make Atlas see that, de Castis.
I'm not sure a good de Castis goes behind the back of an Atlantean Archon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep Atlas talking while I'm in his chambers.
I don't think we have anything in common. What are we supposed to talk about? The weather?
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as the Castis. Why not play to that advantage? Whatever you do, don't mention my plans.
Great. This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, the Castis. Let's go. I've studied this science extensively. Once I impart Isu DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
Could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
Elpis, what are you doing here? With her, no less.
The Castis and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. She'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No. You two stay here. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
Elpis wouldn't have anything to do with why you were sneaking around the Adamant Metallon, would she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
Elpis makes great points about improving the lives of humans in Atlantis. I support her cause. Why don't you?
She should support me.
Atlas, stop!
You betrayed me. You used knowledge I told you in confidence for your own political gain.
It was for Atlantis! I don't want to be your weakness anymore. I can help you, Atlas.
Lies! You used me!
Wait, don't...
This is your fault! The Castis wasn't enough, huh? You had to steal away my father's love, turn Elpis against me. You want to rule my Doma, too!
No, it had nothing to do with that.
Traitor! You're no longer welcome here. Guards!
Look, I need to get out of here.
Say goodbye!
You're stronger! Get back here! You die!
Poor Elpis. Atlas didn't support her the way she thought. That was a lot to take in. I need a moment to clear my head. Looks so peaceful from up here. It always does. But it never is. I know, Ikaros. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Harkons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. Go do this. Bring me that. Go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Ikaros? A speech from your new ruler? You! Bring the food! You bring the wine! For tonight, we feast until our bellies are as round as the moon. That sounded good.
I don't have wine, but if I brought you some bread, would you help me?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Dicastis' speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Cassandra.
I thought it was wonderful, Dicastis Cassandra.
Just Cassandra is fine. And what's your name?
Alcon, you're even more special than all the bedtime stories my parents used to tell me.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. The Isu won't help me. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld, who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
Her name was Phoebe. We were good friends. She's in a better place now than when I found her.
She was lucky to have a friend like you.
I could always make a new friend. Maybe you, Alcon. And I could help you. Would you like that?
More than anything.
You said your parents never came home. If you could tell me where they're assigned and what their names are, it would be very helpful.
Mata's name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the Adamant Quarry.
You're very brave. Now, go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry. I'll come find you once I have some answers.
the Castis. Have you come to analyze the recently discovered coral permutations fastened to the hulls of our vessels?
No. I'm looking for a woman named Rini.
Yes, well, that is a subject I have absolutely zero authority in, I'm afraid. I cannot help you.
Her son is very worried.
Please, do not asphyxiate me!
What are you doing?
I like humans, and I liked Rini. Poor Alcon. But if they hear me talking to you, they'll kill me.
Tell me where she is, or I'll cut you!
I told you I don't know anything! You'll find my contact not far from here, but be careful. A trap has been set for you.
You have made the Castis very angry! Thank you.
Please don't tell Poseidon! You have compassion, the Castis. You may be the only one who can calm the brewing storm between humans and Isu.